Hi everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry about that. I was having a bit of technical difficulties here connecting. Let me see if everything is good now. And let's see. Hi, Sylvia. Hello. Can everybody hear me okay now? Hi, Cindy from Ohio. Okay, it looks like I was able to connect. Sorry about that. Bit of a delay here, but I think I'm finally on and everything looks good. So welcome to my studio, Angelica Turner with Elizabeth Craft Designs here. And I am really excited to share with you my newest license collection with Elizabeth Craft Designs, Spring Blossom, as the name says it all. Lots of spring blossoms in this one, little birds, greenery, beautiful flower designs on the paper. Let's see. Hi, Anita. Hi, Ann. Cindy. Hello. Ellie. Hello. Petra. Hi there. Welcome. So I am going to get started. I'm going to go through all the dies, the paper, the stem set. I have a ton of samples from the design team you haven't seen. So let me switch my camera real quick and let's get started. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start with the dies. And we have our first set right here, 2244 Cherry Blossom. And look at all the different elements you get into the set. You get two different little branches. You get a larger and a smaller set. You get all your cherry blossoms in different sizes. So you can create tiny little blossoms to the larger set. And then you have your centers for your flowers, as well as two sets of leaves and a little bud right here. So you can create uh, different little cherry blossom branches here. You can use these branches for any kind of, you can make these in little trees as well for different seasons. So you have a variety of different things you can make with this one. And here is a couple of the branches already completely assembled. As you can see, you got the florals, you got your leaves, your branches, your little buds right there. These are really fun to play with. Again, that is the 2244 Cherry Blossom set. Next one, we have the 2245 Magnolia. Again, we have a bunch of different elements here. We got the two branches for the Magnolia. These are bigger than the cherry blossom because of course you have your Magnolia flowers that are bigger. Again, you have a variety of sizes of the Magnolia flower. You have also a variety of sizes of the leaves. Okay, did I get disconnected? Okay, it looks like I'm back. Oof, I thought I got disconnected there for a little bit. Um, hey Joe, hi Els. So here is our magnolia flower. Again, you see your branches, so you have two different sizes, and you have all your flowers, and you can make these into pretty much any flower you want, not just the magnolia. But this is what I created for the packaging. Next one, we have the 2246 Greenery Fillers 2. And we have a variety of little branches here. Really fun to work with. These can be used for pretty much any floral, any kind of project you want. We have, and let me show you the actual little branches here. So this one right here, See all those little circles, those little dots, and this one right here. You get the plates with all those little dots, little circles that you can cut from a different color cardstock, and you can put on glue on your base to give it that extra detail. And as you can see, they are super fun to work with. You get a total of 5 pieces, 5 little branches, and then the plates with all the little circles for the two branches right there. Again, this is 2246 greenery fillers 2. And you'll see in some of the samples how those are used. Next up, we have the 2247 chickadee bird. We have 2 little birds here. So you got your base and then all the pieces that go on top of it to assemble and give that special detail to your bird. So here are the samples that I made. You get them close to the camera so you can see. So you can cut them. These ones I cut all out of soft finish cardstock and colored with distress inks. So that all my coloring, all my shading, but you can cut them from color cardstock and do your shading. And then of course you can make them in different colors and different and create different birds with them. Use your imagination. So here is 2247 chickadee. Um, Next one up is the 2248 3D modern bases. So here is our sample, and you can see one of the branches with the magnolia in there. Um, and here is our 3 bases. You can make them 3-dimensional. You can cut off the little flaps right here and make them flat. And then each one comes with the detail pieces that you see right here. And here they are made in 3 dimension, dimensional. On my video, introduction video I did last week for this collection, I do walk you through how to put them together, how to assemble them, and then how to create a project with these in the branches and all the flowers. So they are very fun to work with. Again, 2248 3D modern bases. And then we have our decorative ornamental frame. So this is 2249 ornamental frame. Um, as you know, I like to give you options on these decorative frames. So you have your base solid for your frame. You can make a cut the base of your card, and you have your decorative. You have a centerpiece that has a solid opening in the center of this frame, and then you have the decorative piece. So you have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces in this set. And here is the sample. So as you can see, you can cut the base for your card, you can cut your decorative, and depending on how you coordinate, how you use them together, you can get different final pieces depending on how you pair each die together. So again, this is 2249 ornamental frame. And my stamp set for this is CS405 floral branches and sentiments. So we got a little branch here with the cherry blossom, another branch with the magnolia, a small floral, a small little branch, and then we got all a combination of different sentiments here. Celebrate for you, happy birthday to you, thinking of you, hello friend, hugs, best wishes on this special day, enjoy, all the best, thank you, and love. And then, of course, you have this little birdie right here that you can stamp and color, and it goes beautifully with your florals and the paper. So that is Floral Branches and Sentiments CS405. Hi, Dana. Yes, please don't forget to like, comment, and share for a chance to win a $50 gift certificate. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Anita. Okay, so for the paper, Spring Blossom. Um, Here we go. Let me see if I have all my pages. It looks like I do. Okay, so our front of our cover, as you can see, you can cut all of these out and use those. Then on the back of that, we have this beautiful page. You got the birds, you got both florals here, and this can be used in quarters, like for 6x6 cards. They can be used for planners, scrapbook pages. I mean, so easy. Couple of pictures, decorative frame on it, a title, and voila, you are done. So here is the back of the cover, and then of course this is the first page, and then on the back we have this beautiful green um, that contrasts very well with other lighter colors on the collection. And of course you have a combination of different layers of print and different elements in there. Then this one right here, this one, we have the magnolia flower by itself with the little chickadee. Again, a lot of special uh, ornamental elements in the background in here with a very nice soft green and tone of blue and green in this one. And then this is the back of that one. We have this one here with the cherry blossoms. Again, the little chickadee. You got the little birdhouse here. Again, very easy to create beautiful cards uh, by using like decorative corners right here with the bird and the florals. Also for scrapbooks. And then you have this beautiful blue, soft blue on the back. An all over pattern with this little bouquets of the both florals, as you can see all over. And then my back, the sign. Hello, hi Robin. I'm trying to keep up with everyone's. Hi Liz. Hi Anita. So this is a very pretty pattern here. It kind of pulls all the different shades and all the colors from the collection. And then we have this pretty kind of pinkish with a little bit of brown on the back. And then we have a sheet of 6 panels that you can just cut and use like this on a card. Depending on the size, you can trim a little bit on around the edges and use these for an A2 card. But as you can see, and then we have 4 panels in portrait and then 2 panels in horizontal design. So you can pick and choose how you want your card. And then we have this very rustic kind of brownish design on the back. And as you know, my paper collections always kind of switch. So we have 2 sheets of each, but on the back, they are all different. So these 2 are the same here, but when you turn them, one has green, one has the blue, and the rest of the sheets are pretty much the same. They all kind of, we have this one right here with the magnolia. And then on the back, this one has the brownish, greenish. This one has the pink. So, and so forth. So they are all, you have a different option on the back. They're not all exactly the same. So that is the Spring Blossom paper collection. Let me get some of the samples because I have a ton of samples here from the design team. So let me get those over here. I have a basket full of cards and different. So let's see. So this one right here I made during the video that was released last week. So this is and if you haven't watched it, go over and watch it because I go through how to assemble, how to do the flowers, how to do the magnolia, and then how to do the little bases right here. As you can see, they are all dimensional, and you can make this beautiful decorative little frame. This will make a gorgeous Mother's Day card, by the way. So this is a project again that I made during the introduction video released last week. I have this beautiful album here. I believe it's from Monica. It's got a shaker. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, a little shaker window right here. And she um, cut the paper out and then made the shaker window. And then you got some flips here, some little tags, and I think there's another shaker window right there. Again, the paper cut out. She used a combination also of papers. You can see how you don't even realize, I didn't even realize until about half an hour ago that there was papers from other collections and they all coordinate so well together. This is a see-through window, see? So again, she cut the paper here and that, and then we could have all this beautiful little decorative piece right there. So this is a album, and I think this one is by Monica. Okay, this one, let's see, love the colors on this one. Oh, Diane made this one, and as you can see, here's the base in 3D. And then we got the decorative frame back there, and then all those greeneries with the florals. As you can see, and how pretty and bright. I love the color combination on this. Gorgeous. So that's from Diane. Uh, this one is done with the magnolia flower, and you can see how dimensional these are. And again, you can make them completely flat on your project. You can add a lot of dimension, like let's see, who is this? Susan did here, of course. She loves, her flowers are always very dimensional. You can see the little bird right here stamped and colored, and then you have the decorative panel here from the frame die, and then she used the solid piece to cut this pattern paper right here. You can see the branches right here. So this one is from Susan. Hi, Kriya. Petra. Thank you, Petra. Thank you, Astrid. This is from Rashni. So here we have the stamped image. She fussy cut that. She's got like two different layers of that one. Beautiful, beautifully colored. And then we got half the frame here, half the decorative frame. There's like two or three different layers. I see pink and gold right there, layered and offset just a teeny bit so you can see the gold peeking underneath the pink. And then you have the little bird here. Look at that. Beautiful. You have the little branches. You have the cherry blossoms, and of course, layers and layers of different papers and cardstocks. Gorgeous piece. We have one here from Janet. I love this, so elegant. We have the frame. Um, I believe that this one is from the tag is from Annette. Celebrate sentiment, and then of course we have the magnolia flowers with some of the little greenery branches out of gold cardstock, and then her frame is done in white and gold. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful and elegant. Hey, Wilma. Hello, hello. Let's see. Oh my goodness, there's so many, so many messages. Hey, Carol. Okay, oh, upside down. Sorry about that. On this special day, this one is from Anita. Look at that. Beautiful. She used both large in both branches, and then she extended here. This one extended it by adding an extra section of it. You got the little cherry blossoms. You got the little tiny ones right there, larger ones. So you can use all of them to give that more realistic feeling to your florals. Again, very dimensional. You can see the dimension on these ones. Then you got your sentiment and your decorative pieces. And on this one, I love the combination she did because oh yeah, she just did the base and then she did the center separate and popped that with some pop dots or foam dimensional tape. So that is gorgeous. And um, I don't know if you can see it, but she took the center stamps for the flowers and stamped all the centers with green ink. So it adds that extra detail to the centers of the flowers. Okay, we have another one here. This is from Monica. Hello, friend. Oh, the dimension on her projects always is amazing. Here we have the cherry blossoms, the branch. You got different layers of distressed paper. Gorgeous. And then I love the different colors, the pinks and the whites here. So beautifully done. We have one here from, I think this is no name, but I think it's Monica. Um, Different Monica. I have to Monicas in the design team. But we got the little bird here, a little branch. Now this one is more mail friendly. You can easily mail it without having to pay a lot in postage because of all the dimension. So just some foam dots for the center right here. Beautifully done. Let's see. I got another one. This is from Petra. A small note card, and you have the branch here for the cherry blossoms, decorative frame, paper. The whole card is made out of the paper, pattern paper, and then on the inside, we got on the special day the bird stamped and cut out, and then the cherry blossom branch stamped on the inside, and then just cut the solid with the solid piece from the decorative frame. Beautiful. Okay, so we got this one here from Anita. So we got the base right here. Got some of the greenery on the background right here, and then the cherry blossom stamped and colored. And then she stamped some little branches around in the background. Celebrate, gorgeously done. Okay, let's see if I can get through all of these little samples. And then I have also, I want to make the little bird so you can see how I assemble them and put them together. So this one is, let's see, Janet made this one. Look at how elegant and beautiful is this piece. Looks like I'm missing you. I'm plus your comments here. So, shoot, sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Got you back. Sorry about that. So here is, this one again is from Janet. We got the magnolia, some of the greeneries, a butterfly from one of my previous releases, and then the little cherry blossoms. And they are all done in this very kind of vintage style colors with the lace and the distressing around the edges of all the layers of paper. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the color combination on that. And then we got another one, small one right here. We got the little bird, the greenery, the base, and this one is from Anita. Beautiful coloring on the bird. Oh, and then these ones are from Anita too. Just little panels stamped in colored beautifully. Look at that. And then you can take those and have them ready and then put them on your cards. Okay, I have another very dimensional card, beautiful, from Monica. This one is the magnolia flower. Look at that. You got the little bird, the decorative frame, a lot of the little greenery pieces like peeking in underneath the flowers in the branches. Beautiful. Love this dimension. Okay, another kind of slim line. This one is from Anita. Look at the coloring. You got the stamped image here. You got the little birds, the cherry blossoms, hugs. And then let's see. Oh, it opens like that. So beautiful. I just love that coloring on that stamped image. Beautifully done. Okay, and this one is from Petra. It is a shaker. So you have some beads and some sequins in there. We got the decorative frame. And then she's got the center and did the acetate here. And then we got the florals, the sentiment. Beautiful. Love the finished coloring that she did on the frame. That kind of the stretch vintagey coloring on it. This one is from Rashni. So she did two panels right here from this with using the center of the decorative frame with the little birds and the cherry blossoms. So this one's like two two branches and then all the little blossoms. Beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, I think let's see what oh, we're doing good in time. How's everyone over here doing? Petra, thank you. Anna Dixon, thank you. Yes, the design team has been doing an amazing job. Here's another one from Rihanna. We got the panel from the pattern paper, a little window right here cut with the center of the decorative frame. Hello, friend. And then the branch with the cherry blossoms in white. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. Uh, let's see. I have a couple of more, and then I have some more larger dimensional projects over here. Hold on a second. So we got this one right here, and I think it's Monica. Yes, it's Monica. Again, dimension, all that dimension. Look how gorgeous that is. Um, of course, you're going to pay a little bit more in shipping if you're mailing them, but hand deliver, absolutely. I love dimensional cards, so this is like right up my alley, I guess. So this, look at all the dimensions. You got the magnolia florals and then layers and layers of the greenery and the decorative frame in the back with the little sentiment. Beautiful. Um, we have another one here with this one's from Diane. I love how she did this, so creative. Look at that. Popsicle sticks. She stamped the little bird and colored it and aged the edges, the stress. And then we got the little branches and leaves and the florals. I just love her coloring on those leaves. It is amazing. So look at that. I just love it. It is so pretty, so beautiful. And here, this one is from Susan. Here it's a sample of how to do the bases just flat. So you just cut off the tabs or the little sides that will make it dimensional. You do all your detailed pieces and then all the greenery and your branches. And voila, you have a more a card on the flatter side, but you still have a little bit of dimension with the florals. Got celebrate right here, and look at all those little greeneries. And Look at that. Oh, darn, those cute. Very, very pretty. Okay, let me see. I think I have, yes, I have some dimensional projects over here. Let's see, I have a couple of cards. Couple of more cards. This one is from Rihanna. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, so beautiful. Got the little birds here, the chickadee. Have the florals, both florals. Cherry blossoms, magnolia. Then we got the stamped image right here, beautifully colored. The decorative frame with the sentiment. So beautiful, gorgeous. And then this one is, oh, this is from Monica as well. Um, Pattern paper. She cut it with the scissors, the image right here, layered it with foam that, and then she's got little greenery tucked behind it. Same thing at the top. She's got the image right here cut out, fussy cut, and then the florals, and then tons of different layers of the branch and the greenery right here. So you have all that fun dimension. So, so beautiful. And then you got best wishes right here. And then we have this one right here, this little basket by Rajni. So she used the sides right here, and you can see it on the inside as well, is the centerpiece from the decorative frame. Make the little basket from white cardstock with the pattern paper, and then decorated with a little bird and the cherry blossoms, some greenery and branches. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, and then another little basket. Look at this one. Cute little, looks like a little purse, kind of. The large frame, looks like she cut it in half and has half and then half on this side with a pretty little bow. And then you have the magnolia flower and the cherry blossoms with the branches and some leaves. And then, of course, the pattern paper, beautifully done. And then this one, which is kind of a little gift bag or gift purse. Look at that. So the handles are the half of the frame, front and back. And then the center right here, the flap, is the center of the frame in pink and white. And then looks like an embossing folder right there to do this piece in white. And some little gemstones and a little bow. Gorgeous. The handles are done in pink and then with a layer of gold cardstock as well. So you have a couple of different layers right there. So that is all. Those are all my samples. Let me go ahead and get the pieces or my project that I am going to demo real quick because I have everything kind of prepped. And so we can go through and put together the little birdies. How's everyone doing over here? Thank you, Anita. Robin, cool idea. Thank you. Okay, so I went ahead and cut all my pieces, and I'm going to have a couple of, so that one, and then I believe this one will be this piece. I have everything kind of prepped. I wasn't sure how much time I was going to have after I went over all the samples. Sorry, trying to drink a little bit of water because my throat is getting really dry from talking so much. Hi, Rebecca. Yes, make sure you like, comment, and share. Hi, Diane. How are you? How's everyone? Let me see. Okay, it looks like, yes, I got you. Okay, so I have one bird already colored, um, that I already colored all the little pieces. So let me get my diary real quick. So we got the two sizes here. So this one right here is the smaller bird, and I already colored all my pieces. So we got the little eye, we got the wing, we got the little tummy right here that I already kind of glued through to the base. And then we got the top of the head, and then we got this little feather piece right here, the white piece. So all of those pieces right there are for this little bird. And then we got this one over here, which is the slightly larger bird. And I made sure I kind of put them all in a baggie so I didn't mix them. I mean, you can easily tell which one is which because one is facing right, one is facing left. Now the larger bird has an extra piece. This one right here doesn't have an extra layer of the tail. This large one has the extra layer of the tail. Again, we got the tummy, we got the feather piece right here for the face, the wing, and the head. So I am going to go ahead and do the coloring on this one, so you can see how I did this one right here. Um, so for coloring, I'm going to start with my base. Now the base, the only thing you're going to see on the large one, after you layer everything, you're going to see the beak and the legs, and then a little section right here underneath the tail. Those are the three little areas that you're going to see of this. So I want to have I'm using the stress oxides for coloring for this one. And I want to add a little bit of shading. So I'm using a very detailed blending brush. And I want to just kind of do a little bit of shading right here on the feet. Okay. And maybe a teeny bit on the beak. And right here on this edge. So there we go. So a little bit right there. So now I have two other pieces that I'm going to be adding some of this distress oxide. Which one is it? Black soot. So I want to add a little bit of just kind of color. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you see all the embossing lines for the feathers and the different layers. You have basically 3 layers of feathers. So I wanna make that pop a little bit. So at each of that layer, I'm going to add a little bit of coloring. And for this, you can be as detailed as much as you want or as little as you want. It all depends on what you wanna, how you want your little bird to look like. Again, so for this ones, I did cut everything out of basil texture cardstock. And instead of doing all white cardstock, I did cut, gray, black, and then white pieces for the tummy and the feather piece. And this is just one of those non-stick mats that come with a glass mat from Tim Holtz. I use that a lot just to kind of take the excess ink off my brush and mix it, and then I can also pick it up from there. So I have some coloring, kind of mimics a little bit the kind of the lines. I'm just kind of following the lines, the embossed lines on the die cut piece, on the cardstock. So that's that. And then I want to do the same thing, kind of just follow a little bit of those lines. And you can do this with colored pencils, markers, if you have, um, your alcohol markers come in really handy. So color pencils, inks, whatever you have handy, whatever your favorite medium is, watercolors, you can use that for coloring. So that is my grays. Next thing, oh, here we go. I got a couple of different browns here that I'm going to use to do the tummy right here. Hi, Rebecca. How are you doing? Rashni, hello. So now for the tummy, I just wanted to make sure I wiped off that kind of dark color. So I got tea dye and I got gathered twigs. Um, so I think I used mostly tea dye for the other one. Let's see what I got. So I'm going to use a larger brush. And so this one sits looking to the right. So my coloring is going to concentrate right here. I want lighter on the tummy right here, and I want a darker shade along where the wing is going to sit. So um, kind of like what I did with this one. You can see lighter and then the darker color over here. So I'm going to put my color on my mat and I'm going to pull it off the mat on the paper, and that helps me kind of get a very nice uh, even, and I can see I'm just kind of shading it. See how that looks. Okay, a little bit more over here. Okay, there we go. And then the white piece, I'm going to leave that one just white. And I might use a little bit of gathered twigs. Once I place the wing, I can see if it needs a little bit more shading or a slightly darker color along the edge of the wing. And then for the head, I want to add a little bit of last shadow. So this is a very light gray, and I want to give it a little bit of kind of a shading. Let me see if where's so I have a let me see if this one, I think this one will work. Let me see. I know I had a brush for gray, but I don't see it. Okay, let me see this one. So I want just a little bit on this one. I did just a little bit on the top of the head right here to give it a little bit. See how this ones have just some lighter color and then darker. So I want to, because this is just black cardstock, I want to give it that lighter, a little bit of that lighter color. And in order, because it's black, I need to add some of this ink. Just a little bit. And then if I feel like it's too much, I can come back with the black suit and just add a little bit more black to that. Um, okay, so let's see now that we have all our pieces. This aside for now. So let's start with this one since it's all here. So I already glued my tummy to the base of my bird. It aligns perfectly on the edge. So you're just going to take that and glue it right on the edge right here. So it's going to align perfectly to that. Okay, next one we're going to do the wing. So your layers work wing, then you have your black head or the black portion of the head. And then the last piece will be this white feather. And again, each one will completely layer. So for the wing, and I'm going to bring it up to the camera so you can see a close-up of it. So for the wing, it's going to align right to this edge right here and to the tip of the wing. So that's what you're going to look for when you're assembling it. You don't have to worry so much about where you're putting it over here. As long as it aligns to this edge and the tip right here, you'll be perfectly fine. So there is your wing. Then we have our head. Again, we are going to align it to the edge. So you have right here, this is what you're looking for, alignment. And then of course you want to align this part right here where the opening of the beak, and then this. So this is your placement, like that. Okay, then we have our white piece. And when you look at the picture right here, you can see this little thin piece right here. That's this right here. So, and then that indentation, that's where your eye is going to sit, right there. So this is going, and then this area right here in the back, this end right here, that's just perfectly going to align to the black edge. So as you can see, as long as you align this right here, let me put it on my hand, right here it aligns, and then that will sit right by the beak. And that's the placement for the white piece. It's like a little tiny jigsaw puzzle, but when you're done with it, it looks very pretty. So that is your placement. Then we have a tiny little eye. I'm just going to do the glue on the bird, on the head. And I'm going to place the eye, if I can grab it here. Keeps falling off. The eye. There we go. Okay, so for the eye, if you have a little pen, I'm just going to add that little dot. And remember I was talking about a little bit darker color on the bird using the gathered twigs, just in case. So I do want a little bit darker right here along the edge, close to where the wing sits. And there you go. So that is your first little bird. I know, right, Diane? That purse is so cute. Okay, let's see. I'm missing all kinds of difference. So here's our second bird again. So here is the tummy. Get this out of the way. And again, when you're gluing it, you're just looking for this edge right here. This is what's going to align. You want all those pieces to all that area, that edge to align. Don't worry so much about how it's sitting over here, as long as you get this aligned right here. So there's that. Okay. Then our next piece is our tail. Again, you're just going to align it to the base. It sits right there. And you're going to see that little piece right here. That is fine. That's how it's supposed to look. You have your tail aligned perfectly over here. That's just the kind of the layering. When you look at a little bird, you see the tail feathers and then some of the underbelly right here. So that's kind of what that was. Okay, then we have our wing. Hi, Chris, no worries. Hi, Janet. Katie. Okay, so again, we're looking for this line right here to line up our little wing. Okay. And if you're a little bit off right here on the back, doesn't matter. It just, it's going to look something like that. You have your layers. Okay, then we have our head. Again, we're just aligning the outer edge right here, the top. So it will be I will place a line perfectly. Okay, then we have our little feather piece right here for the side of the head. Again, we are looking for the alignment right here on this edge. This is going to perfectly align to that black edge. So you don't have to be kind of guessing, oh, where is this supposed to go? So it will be something like that. Aligns perfectly right here, and then the tip right here goes right up to the beak. A little bit of glue for the eye. Like that. A little that with the um, Uniball Signa, yeah, white pen. And you have those two cute little guys. So now that I have those done, how much time? Oh, 5 minutes. Yeah, I think I think I'll be able to get it done. So I have a little branch right here with the cherry blossoms. And on the previous video I did, introduction video, I do go through how I color them and shape them and put them together. So these, I just kind of cut them and put them together real quick. Um, just to show you how to assemble them. And let me see, I think I might have it originally from this way and this one. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I am going to just place the branch right here. I'm going to just put some glue here and then place the branch about there. So it's going to be off the edge, which is fine. I'm probably going to use this at a later time, later to make a card. So this will make like the center of the card. I just wanted to do a quick demo on how to kind of do these little guys together. And then I'm going to just do some glue on the little feet and place it on the branch like that. Looks like he is might be like falling a little bit. Okay, how is that? So like that. And then I can take this, cut a decorative frame, and then place this on a center of a card with like a Happy Mother's Day sentiment or Happy Birthday. So that's one. And then this one right here. So I have the bigger branch for this one. This one is going to sit like this. And I have these little branches. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Karen. Oh, thank you, Janine. Janine, I lost you. Jean, sorry. Hey, Sylvia. Okay, so what I was thinking about is I wanted to do this like a little wreath because they go great the um with the little base, but the reason also I did it in this shape is you can also use it as a little wreath. So I am going to place some glue at the end of this one and then glue this in about half of the halfway point of this one, like that. Same thing with this one, glue on that end. I'm doing glue on the end only because I have other pieces. I have these other little branches that I might want to use. Again, just glue at the end, and then I'm gluing it about the halfway point of this one. And then same thing over here, glue here, and then glue it to about the halfway point, like that. Oops, that fell. Make sure I get, there we go. And then this is my last piece. Again, glue at the end and then underneath and there. So we got a little wreath that I'm going to place. Now this one, I did a solid piece of pattern paper and then the decorative piece in a lighter color of pattern paper on top. So you have a little bit, I didn't want a lot of contrast in color, but you have some of it where you can see the pretty design of the decorative piece. So I'm going to place that there. And I am going to, I think I want to do the branch in the background, the little bird. And then these ones, I am going to tuck them in here and there. So let me just get this. Kind of, okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of the branch. And I think this branch, I am going to trim the edges of it once I get everything placed. Just kind of press it down in the right place. There we go. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm going to go ahead and place a glue on a few piece areas right here. Not the whole thing, because I still have those other branches. I might kind of cut apart and glue into this one. So I'm just kind of centering this on the panel. Kind of press it down, make sure it glues well. Then I got my little bird. It's going to go right there. Again, I'm just going to place glue on the feet right now. and glue him right here. Okay, and then I have all of these ones, which I'm actually going to, there we go. I totally forgot to turn the extra light on, so it was really dark. I am really sorry about that. Hi, Terry. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. How are we doing? I'm going to kind of trim some of these branches and just kind of tuck them around the little wreath, just to kind of give it a little bit more, uh, like fill it a little bit more. Hi, Annette. Let's see here. And of course, you can use this ones in one piece. I'm just cutting them because I need them smaller so I can tuck them into the different areas here. Oh, thank you, Ellie. This is why I also didn't put glue all over the back of the wreath, because by just putting glue in certain areas, I still have some areas where I can just tuck these ones under. Got this ones as well. Okay. Tweezers make it a lot easier. Okay, let's see. Turn this upside down so I can tuck this one back here. And then of course, right now I have it all in green, but if I wanted to, I could add some of those teeny tiny cherry blossom flowers to this. It's just, you have a bunch of different options what you can do with it. So that. Another tiny little one. Okay, I am going over my hour again, but almost done here. Thank you for hanging around and until I finish this. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, so that is that, and then I don't know if I want to trim these or leave it like that until I decide how I'm going to use it or what kind of project I'm going to do. If I'm going to do a card or a maybe a decorative tag or something like that. But here you go. You have the decorative panel in the back, and then you have the little wreath the branch for the little bird, and then you got the little bird sitting in there. And then you have this one with the little birdhouse and the cherry blossom branch. So let me switch my camera real quick. I hope everyone enjoyed my newest collection. Let's see how we're doing over here. Petra, thank you so much. Mina, thank you. Thank you, Ellie. I hope you guys enjoyed all the samples. Thank you to my design team for all the absolutely gorgeous samples they created with this collection. So much creativity in this team. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Um, don't forget to join Els tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Mountain Time for Coffee and Craft. And then on Friday, she will be doing the Facebook Live at 12 Mountain Time. So make sure you don't make sure to join her. And I believe she is going to be kind of working with this collection with the Spring Blossom collection. So again, thank you everyone for joining me. Until next time, bye bye.